Hey y'all, it is Ludwin,
Nick the intern.
And Ken Sean.
and it is our pleasure to show you our first fall installment for the Bonne Facture. We have some nice styles returning, some fan favorites in the balloon trouser, two colors. We've got the Guardian trousers, which I'll show you in a bit, and then some outerwear, some knits, some tees. But let's start off with what's first in the rack. We have the balloon trousers. If you know the Bonne Facture, you know this silhouette. They've been doing this far before the barrel leg trouser trend. I'd say they're probably, one of the people that pushed that into the spotlight. And you can see it worn here by Ken Sean. What do you think about these, man?
These are cool. I like that the drill fabric. It's really just like brushed cotton twill that's just like quite thick, quite nice. Yeah, and I'm wearing a size 50. I like the balloon shape. I like that the waist kind of like cinches in really nice, so it just actually feels like it fits me. And then tapers off like kind of towards the bottom, and then you got the room in the middle, so it just feels comfy.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that on body, but on a hanger, I think the design is pretty easy to understand. It does cinch in at the waist, so you have a clean, I'd say like a true fitting Italian waist size.
Yeah.
Wearing a size 50, he's usually like a 34, so I
Yeah.
think it lines up. And then it, has nice room up in the hips and then tapers down to a nice like sculptural shape. It's kind of just like their take on a work pant. You have a coin pocket up there in the front, two welt pockets on the back, but otherwise pretty minimal details. It really just does like the shape of it do the talking. So we have classic cream, brown drill. Next up was the other trouser that I mentioned like in the first 5 seconds of this video, but it is their new Guardian trouser. If you're familiar with our boot brand that we stock, Le Bot Guardian, it is, Guardian is what they call like cowboys out there in France. So yeah, this is kind of like a cowboy cut trouser. You have these like Western inspired frog mouth pocket openings. So that's why you see me like flexing that I can put my hand in my pocket like this instead of like this, it's just, it gives you like a different vibe. It just kind of has like this cool thing with your shoulder that like, I don't know, something about it. It feels nice. But the weight of the cloth, I believe, is like pretty similar. I think it's the exact same quality of fabric that you're getting with the balloon trouser. Except you're getting a nice washed out navy that kind of reads as like a dark gray in certain lights. It's kind of like gray and navy, gravy, I could say, like in certain lights you'll see. So it just plays like a really nice neutral. I know that navies can sometimes be very inky and kind of be funky to wear with most things, but this pairs nicely with just about everything. I've worn it, I've got a pair myself, and I've been wearing them a lot. They're good. Two flat pockets on the back featuring their usual horn button that you're going to see on most DBF things. And yeah, I'd say they fit your usual waist size. I'm wearing a size 52 here. Next up, we have a tee. Now, we've been doing a lot of tees here, a lot of them basics, but if it's not like a plain basic tee, it's going to be something with a little bit of whimsy. We like a nice graphic tee, especially underneath, like, those middle layers, just so there's some interest. You're going to see a lot of, I think over summer, we've been wearing a lot of plain tees, we've been wearing a lot of tank tops. So you want to have some more fun with it. Kind of in the same spirit as the niche seed tees we've done in the past. You're going to see a nice medley of plants here. It's actually ingredients from like a Jewish cookbook that I imagine Deborah had, maybe made some recipes from and she became a fan of. So you can see here, you've got that as well as some instructions for actually putting the dish together. So it's pretty sweet. If you actually did want to follow it, you could make yourself a nice vegetable fish couscous. But otherwise, it's just, some nice graphics. I think the colors play really nicely. They're like kind of like desaturated fall tones, kind of like semi-pastels. I don't know. They just pair nicely with a lot of things. We actually have it styled on a guy like back there. You're going to have to run for it. You're going to have to, you could see it. You'll see it in the mannequin video eventually, but you get the idea. Really easy to wear. This fit, I'd say, I'm actually wearing it right now. It's going to be hard for me to show you, but I'm wearing a large. It's like a regular fitting shirt. Not oversized. They've done like oversized tees in the past and things like that. So take your usual size. It's going to fit good. Yeah. Next up, we have their student jacket. Which is just like a really nice take on a classic blouson. You get a really strong, prominent collar that makes like a very elegant like anchor to the neck. This really shiny like Riri zip that zips the entire thing together, going down to this double zip too, so you can play with shapes. Double zip is kind of one of my necessities for a blouson because it lets you do everything that you want. You can wear it so that you only have the bottom zipped up, so you really get that like bubble shape. Or you can zip it up halfway and then it splays open and fits more like a classic jacket. The color is really special. It's like a petrol, those like blue-green colors that we really like. It pairs nicely. I especially like it with black, but it also goes with like earthy tones, especially being a green. So you can really take it any direction and it's gonna be good. Two very minimal like chest pockets, no like snap on the outside, but they do have snaps beneath. so you still have a clean appearance while also keeping your goods safe. Otherwise, the back, very clean, no darts or anything like that. Yeah, just very, very dope. This does fit, I'd say, on the boxier, the looser side. I think what I'm holding here is probably, like a size 48, 46 maybe. And I'd say it fits, like, close to what you'd expect of maybe, like, a medium large. So you can take your true size. It's gonna, Kenshon's gonna try it on. He normally wears, I'd say, usually, like, a large. And he's wearing, I believe, our second smallest size here. And it fits pretty nicely over a jacket. I think he'd definitely want to take the next size up. So it's intended to be looser, but that doesn't mean size down. I'm just letting you know that when you order this thing in your size, it's going to be roomy, but that's the intention. That's what it's for. And that's something that I've also said a lot about our next piece that is actually modeled here on Nick, the intern, the Granddad coat. In previous years, the Granddad coat, I'd say, has actually fit properly, like pretty large, and again, that is the intended cut. But I don't know whether it's the special fabrication that we have going on here that just adds a little bit of heft to the shape, or if they actually did kind of like edit the pattern. But it does have almost like a bespoke fit through the shoulders. It fits, I'd say, much more Italian than French. If I, that's just how I feel. What do you think?
I feel great in this. I mean, I am so cozy.
Yeah.
I feel like a grandfather going out for a coffee or something. I don't know. I don't know what grandfathers do really, but I'm burning hot in this, which is a great thing when it comes to outerwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling nice.
And here wearing the size 46?
46.
Yeah. And it just has like a very plush hand to it. It's a mixture of alpaca, wool, and mohair. So you get kind of like the hairiness of wool, the softness of alpaca, and then like the body of wool. So it's like it's all coming together for like
gorgeous.
A beautiful
just
ballet.
Gorgeous.
And the details are as you'd expect of the Granddad coat. That same like softly rounded lapel, belted. We do have like minimal stock in this, so if
order
you
while
like
you
it,
can.
act now. Yeah, I think Bonne Facture has it up for pre-order right now. If it does sell out and you want to still get your own, but we have it here with price certainty. Pick it up while you can. Last up, we have. A little drop of some knitwear. One of them that I'm wearing right now is, I think, a new thing for them. This is one that when we first saw, it really jumped off the page for us. It's this kind of like a medley of colors, like similar to what that vegetable medley was on that recipe t-shirt. You can kind of see all those colors blended in together in this like speckled melange of pastels. And I think it comes together really nicely. The wool, I think, is something you wouldn't really expect for DBF. It has a little bit of heft to it. It's a Norwegian wool, and I think that really is an apt way to describe it because it feels slightly coarse. It's what you'd expect that you would wear in like a Nordic country. It wears warmly. It has a nice body to it. I'm wearing a size XL here, and I think, it pairs nicely with a lot of things. I'm a big fan. The next up is a shape that you've seen countless times from the Bonne Facture, but we are still excited to get it. It is their saddle shoulder mock neck. If one of y'all want to hold this up just so they can see the details, get this side right here. We have two colors in it, which is, I believe this is dark navy. A dark navy, and this like camel color. It is a classic saddle shoulder, similar to what you'd expect of a Shetland, but the wool is anything but a Shetland. It's an Italian wool that has a really nice soft hand to it. So whereas I'd say the Norwegian one maybe leans a bit more Shetland, this is like very luxury. It has a nice slinky, drapey body to it. This is what you'd expect of like a Bonne Facture knit, and that's why we get it. We love it. It looks great on just about anybody that puts it on. It's just an effortless, flattering shape. And that's why we're not even wearing it, because we know that when you order it, you're not going to have any questions. It's going to be good. We don't have to convince you to wear this thing. It's great. So that's it for the Bonne Facture. I guess, check out the other videos that are going to come out. Stay tuned for the rest of the drops we have for this season. It's going to be a good one, y'all. Take care.